of this 11.9 billion is less than 1 year? How much of it is 2 years? How much of it is more than 3 years?
Yes, Chair, I can be able to read for you. Yeah, I'll start with the under 1 year. It is 7.3 billion. Then the ones aging between 1 to 2 years, it is 2.1 billion. Then those aging between 2 to 3 years is 621 million. Then over 3 years, it is 1,766,784,563. So the total comes to 11,928,765,228.
With respect to employee payables?
This one is included, Chair.
No. Let's separate employee payables, because if you would have done this, and I don't know why you are being obstinate, that analysis ought to be part of this financial statement, because we cannot trust whatever you are reading. I think, Auditor, maybe, I don't know why this gentleman is being intimidated. Just tell him what he was supposed to have done. Patrick.
Just to Chairman, before the auditor comes in, because the financial statement is what is published. So whatever document is reading is not out there, it's not what is been published. So the analysis ought to have been on note 31 to the financial statement, and it's in the template.
So I think you've made yourself clear, and I hope the gentleman has understood that when it comes to public finance management, it's not about what you're keeping as a person. It's about what is publicly disclosed, and that disclosure should have been here. Now, let's look at employee payables. That 1.1 billion that you owe employees, how is it broken down?
Yeah, as he understood that that's what he's supposed to do, because I think he's failing as a professional. What's his name, Wasa? Do you understand what's your professional obligation, what you are supposed to put in your financial statement? We start from there.
Chair, that is not a chair. Thank you for that.
So don't do the omission again. Yeah?
Noted.
Yeah, so employee payables, because there's something we're trying to establish here. It's easy for a new governor to say that they have paid all their debts and whatever is remaining are unsubstantiated debts from another regime. But you can't tell if there's no aging analysis. So let's look at the employee payables and find out why you should be owing employees 1.17 billion and for what duration that has been the case.
Okay, as indicated, Chair, the total which is being owed to the employees just a minute, is 1,173,506,252.
173?
1,175,506,252. And this one, Chair, it is as per the end of that financial year.
How is it aged?
Okay, here we have not analyzed into aging. We are just given a total amount. What we had analyzed was the total amount of the 11.9. We had not categorized it as to...
But, yeah, so, Governor, these are the areas where we are saying we must also take administrative action, because this is such an important analysis that ought not to have missed in your financial statements. And more so when you look at the amount involved. I don't know whether there's any other county beside Nairobi where we have seen a pending bill of 11 billion. 11 billion is a 2-year revenue for some counties.
Chair, it's unfortunate that the officer who is answering, he knows that this financial year, from July last year up to now, we have paid how much billions on pending bills? 5 point? But you're not telling the Senate. So how did you want them to understand? You want us to leave this room, this Senate, knowing that we have all people 11 billion when we have paid 5 billion. You're also not serious, man.
Okay, Governor, you will do that exercise when you go back home. So,
Chair,
for now, let me give the directions.
You know, you say the governor should say the truth, nothing but absolute truth. Thank you for saying it.
No,
But now
he
the
might
pending
intimidate his officers. I just want us to be.
Chair, what I wanted to get, so does it mean, Governor, through the
They have
chair,
paid 5.7 billion, Chair.
so out
And
of
for an officer to stand in front of Senate, anyway, I'll deal with it when I go home.
No. Governor,
can I finish my
maybe
question?
Senator Chiragi, so that,
yes.
Governor, I think this is a question that is important even for you to understand. So yes, we appreciate we have paid 5 billion, but it relates to which debt? Is it the current debt, the 2-year-old debt, or the 3-year-old debt? Because pending bills, it's supposed to be a fast charge. So even when you say you're happy you are paid 5 billion, we have no visibility on whether you're doing the fast charge as required by law. So it's something that we must also probe further. Senator Chirarke.
So, Governor, out of 11 billion, you have paid 5.7 billion. In your financial statements, I have not seen the aging analysis. So maybe you might have that information here or there. What was the basis of your payment of this 5.7 billion? And now that the gentleman, was it called Mwakio, through the chair, he might have to take an oath. If he can be able to now that he says he has information there, if he has the aging analysis, can he get us that so that when the governor answers about paying 5.7 billion, it would be easier? Because, Governor, to imagine that even if you still owe another almost 5 to 6, average of 6 to billion, it's still a lot of money. And I want to imagine the businessmen and women of Kilifi who are being owed by the county. I can imagine the pain that they go through. So is there a schedule of breakdown of how many people have you paid in your annexures? How many are pending bill? Governor, is it here? Is it in the part of your annexures?
Maybe so that the governor can answer about
Senator Maruma.
this 1.1 billion. Is it possible to disaggregate it in terms of salaries and emoluments because there are late exchequer release? Then LAP fund, LAP trust, NSSF, payee, and so on. Is it possible to break it down like that? The 1 billion, 105 million, 506, 252.
Chair, on the issue of the bills, then I'll let the officer answer on the 1.1 billion. On the issue of pending bills, Chair, you will realize that as much as they did not put annexures, I can explain what is going on. One is, apart from the bills you have paid, they were not paid according to age. Don't forget, Chair, we have bills which, unfortunately, sometimes, like Senator Chiragay, suffer because you realize you brought equipment for hospitals and whatever, and you need to get again more, even KEMSA, medicine and whatever, that you have to again go back and pay that one first because of the urgency of it. So sometimes you will get people who are paid according to age. Some are paid because of the services they deliver, number one. Number two is some of the current pending bills are certificates pending of ongoing projects. You will come, for example, we are building a county headquarters, which is on the 5th floor. It's being tiled at the moment. But the only money we have paid so far is about 120 million certificates. The rest are pending. So there are projects ongoing, but they still have pending certificates because of the resources management also at the same time.
Sorry, which report do you have there? Is it a report of a task force to look at the eligible and the ineligible pending bills, or is it a report of the aging analysis that was required by the control of budget? What report are we having there?
And maybe in addition, Senator Maru might add something about segregation. The justification is, Governor, you have said you pay on need assessment. The more agent like medical supplies and what have you over ongoing projects. So that is the segregation that we wanted.
There's some here, Chair. I don't know why the officer is so nervous that he could not explain the year.
Is it, do we have that document, Governor, here?
Chair, maybe you don't.
Which report
This is on whose book? Did you hand over this to the?
Is it a report of the aging analysis or the
Is it
report
attached?
on a task force on the eligible?
It's not attached, Chair, but it's here. So you needed to read it and tell the Senate that you have not attached it, but you can leave a copy. Where is that Makio fellow?
No, Governor, I thought as a former member of parliament, there is procedure of tabling documents.
Yes, I know, Chair.
Why are you doing things?
No, I know, Chair, but it's the fact that he cannot answer a question when he's holding a document here.
So maybe you have intimidated him too much.
So, the Senate told me, but maybe he's scared of what action will
So,
follow.
Chair, I think the issue is this 5.7 that has been paid. We must get the how it was paid. What was the justification? Then the outstanding amount, the segregation, because and then you have brought another angle which is unusual of raising certificates on ongoing